do you have like an ideal dream celebrity you would want to work with, or do you just not even think about it?
If I look back with having in the last few seasons Priscilla and then Kelly last season and now Niecy, I've had such diverse women, and Lisa even in season 2, such diverse women. They have all been so special. But I would absolutely love to have Alan as my partner, Miss DeGeneres. I would love to, because again, I don't think she would ever think she could dance. And to me, I like those challenges, especially with how she has her private life. She lives very visibly. Everybody knows about her and
right.
Portia, but somehow she's being accepted. But to me, she's accepted because how she deals with it. And to me, I would love to have her as my partner because I would love to learn from her, because I would like that. At the same time, she's also very private, and I like.
You would like what? With the success that she has, or
oh no, I will have my own lane, but the
okay.
acceptance
okay.
of being visible in living your life the way you want. If that's a gay person or a straight person or a lesbian or a transgender, or as any religious person, you have to have the freedom to live your life the way you want.
Do you feel like you don't have that freedom right now? I mean, other than the human rights campaign that's
going
on.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I do feel that,
okay.
but I keep it very much to myself. And I do believe that there's a lot of young kids that want to have maybe a Hollywood life or be an actor, and they don't dare to either come out, or maybe even they don't dare to say that they're heavy Catholic or they're heavy Mormon, but because they're scared, because they might not get their career. And I'm not worried about that at all, by the way. And if that would be the case, if I have to give up who I am to be the ultimate rich actor, I don't want to be the ultimate rich actor. I'd rather be than the mediocre one and have a good life, but be who I am, because I'm not going to change.
Well, with that said, I was reading your past tweets, and just last week you said you went to the Human Rights Campaign dinner and you presented an award. And I thought what really struck me, you wrote, the experience was beyond words, and you realized how important it is to be visible. And now I understand that you were saying it because Kelly Osbourne, she helped you.
Yeah.
And I want to touch upon, for those in Middle America who don't know about HRC, what exactly is that, and why were you a part of that, and why is it so important to be visible?
Well, the HRC is the Human Rights Campaign, and it's very simple. Why I love that organization, they stand for equal rights, and it doesn't matter if you're what is it, the GLB, the gay, lesbian, transgender, or bisexual, or whatever religion you are, or if you're a woman, or if you're a man, it doesn't matter. It's equal rights. I mean, in the early '60s, African Americans could vote. Only then African Americans could vote. Or in the 30s and 40s, then only women could vote. To me, I am so glad we are in this generation where we didn't even have to fight for that. But there's a lot more issues that the HRC is fighting for, that fights for equal rights. Even in the work, women or even gays that in the work environment are being harassed. I mean, to me, the HRC is covering that, and to me, that's a great organization. Or right now, they're fighting the Don't Ask, Don't Tell. They want to repeal the fact that gays have to, or anybody has, they can't be themselves. They have to deny who they are, otherwise it couldn't be in the army. And to me, it's a volunteer army, so anybody who wants to fight for their country should have the right.
But what would you say to some people who just say that the whole campaign is a waste of time and that gays shouldn't be in the military, they shouldn't be married? Like, how can you change somebody like that?
I think it's the biggest load of crap. Anybody who says that. Any women, any African American, any minority group who says anything against equal rights should really keep their mouths shut, because if you go back into history, like we just talked about, women couldn't vote for centuries. So the HRC was the one fighting for that right. So now all women can vote. In the 60s, the African Americans voted. That's all the HRC. And a lot of people like Martin Luther King at the time, or women that really put, I mean, even in our generation, Barbara Streisand, Madonna, and now take Lady Gaga, all these women are fighting for equality. And to me, we should stop judging and stop taking opportunities away for other people.
But what can you do? I mean, you say that you want to be visible. How do you fit into this?
I think it's just spreading the words. The more people spread the word of equality and saying, you know what, I hope in 10 seasons of Dancing with the Stars, I hope people look at me and look at me for what I've done and look at me for my job and who I am as a person. Not like, well, he is gay and because he's gay, we are not going to like him. I mean, it has nothing to do with my sexuality. It's got to do with what did I do with Kelly? What am I doing with Nisi?
Do you think that's just such a small part of you and it doesn't define who you are and that's the mistake that people are making?
No, it's because I have a boyfriend that I love. Is that wrong? I mean, then, half the planet is wrong then, I guess. I mean, we're talking about millions, if not billions of people that are a minority group. And it's not even gay or straight or lesbian. I mean, in the end, how many families are of African American and then you got a white woman? Or I have a lot of Tongan friends who are married to a white woman. So all these families, they all have to accept the choices that their kids make, and they're of different races. I mean, you have so many minority groups, and it's just time we let it all go.
I think it's great what you're doing.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that I believe in. I was born in Amsterdam. I mean, probably the freest and most tolerant city in the entire world. And I am proud to be from Amsterdam.
So, let's talk about your cardio class and fighting obesity.
Yeah. Well, 2.5 years ago, I started this class with Lisa Rinna, who was my partner in season 2. After that, season 2 finished, we went on tour, on a winter tour, and then Lisa and Harry, they did Chicago, in New York. And then it was over. And Lisa said, I don't want to stop dancing. I am done. We've done the tour. She milked it. I mean, if somebody knows how to milk Dancing with the Stars, it was Lisa Rinna. And she laughs about that herself. But so, and then she said, well, Louis, I think we need to do a class. I thought, yeah, of course you want a class because you want to still dance. And I thought, you know what? It is great because so many millions of people watch the show that actually want to learn it. But there's no outlet for it because you always need to do it with a partner. So I created this class. You don't need a partner. And it's still ballroom dancing. And it's everything people see on the show, just solo. So we started it, and now 2.5 years later, I turned it into a program. It's now a franchise, and I'm going to sell it to the world. And already now in Holland, just in that country alone, over 30 dance studios and gyms are starting the program.
What is that like for you to see like this little thing just blossom into something huge?
It is even overwhelming that I think, oh, this is mine. It's really mine. Or, oh, no, I have partners in this. I'm not sharing this. And I'm like, no, this is you, just you. But what the most overwhelming, what the most satisfying feeling is, stepping into the class 8 times a week. Every morning I go in there, getting the testimonies from the people. I have people that haven't done it for 20 years and said, Louis, I've been looking for a class like this. Or people that want to lose the weight, that lost 40 pounds in a matter of 2-3 months just by dancing. Or people that are survivors from any kind of cancer, and then it's stress relief. Or any mother that has 4 kids and is a wife that has to take care of the husband and the kids, that just say, this 1 hour a day is for me. I get them, and I have people there in their early 20s and have people in their 70s. It's literally the demographic of Dancing with the Stars. The entire family goes, but it's the women that rule, because it's funny that I have 1 or 2 guys come in, they are the intimidated ones. And I like it because it kind of it empowers women, and I think there is still a lot of possibilities for women to become more powerful in their own bodies and feel good about themselves. And I even have women come up and they come to the corner and whisper to me, said, my husband just made a comment about me and he enjoys the bedroom more. So it is hilarious. And also it's very emotional sometimes when we have a party and then, you know, they take the microphone and then you hear things. It's really, I get so choked up. I'm an emotional person anyway, and
right.
On the show that's pretty clear.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, I don't, and I promote that. I might like, because we always think, and even with Nisi starting, she said, why would I cry? Crying is not, I said, why is crying so bad? It's not a sign of weakness. It's actually such a relief if you can give in to certain emotions that make you either sad or happy. It doesn't matter. If you're sad, it is actually great to let it go. But dance somehow does that for you. And then once you let it out, you're such a free person.